Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Back to my video of NBA 2K17 Season 1, Episode 18. Let's get into this video.
It's the D's nuts, huh? What you saying, huh? What you saying, huh? I don't know.
Let's go.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
Yeah, let me leave the party.
It'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to
Stakes are getting higher. It's down to the wire. If you came for battle, just expect to bleed.
Let's go.
Just give me one.
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle. And before we get
They got the Chicago Bulls home court.
certainly a lot expected of everybody in Cleveland. Couple conference rivals going head-to-head. That ups the ante.
Doors work. Let's
Certain
go.
amount of I know you too well.
Yeah.
I don't like you. We've seen each other too much. The games have been too hard. It's the complete antithesis of what you and I feel for one another, Kevin.
But Doors, having played, having coached, do you really know a team too well? Does that really come with that kind of familiarity?
Well, yeah, I think sometimes, you know this guy wants to go right if he puts it on the deck. You know that he's going to pull up the jumper going to the mid-range. I mean, there's just so many tendencies. When you've seen a team over and over like we've done here, you get to know their tendencies so well that I'll tell you, the game becomes very challenging.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Clutch out there with Z. Then it's Thompson. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Fry in at the 4. Tipped away. Portis kicks to Wade. There's the screen. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And James throws it down.
Well, this is why LeBron is LeBron, right? His ability to make something happen on defense and finish with flair on the opposite end. Oh, you got to be kidding.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Three-pointer. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Wade kicks to Butler. Lets it go with a 3. And the Bulls with another miss. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Clutch. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is an extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days. And sometimes the expectations can be too much.
Chicago grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
Every offensive system is designed to create good looks, but if guys are distracted or freelancing, high percentage opportunities are tough to come by.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Lopez kicks to Wade. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's Clutch. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And for the Cavs, they've got some roster versatility in their front court. Do you like them with the traditional 7-footer on the inside, or do you think they're better off going smaller?
Well, I think, Kevin, most of their talent is at that power forward position, and they've got 4s with size and strength. They give up a bit of shot blocking with those lineups, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives.
By himself. Oh.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. This high-powered offense has been on display. They're having their way at that end of the court.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Clutch has got 13 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Grant kicks to Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Bulls.
You know, you don't see them leaning too heavily one way or the other, striking a real nice balance between taking it inside and stretching the floor. That's always a sign for me of a well-coached team.
Grant gets a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He has 5.
And how about that for a response?
Didn't take them any time to get those 3 points back. That's the shot they wanted.
Thompson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
They set the pick. Thompson against Lopez. Deflects the pass. Here's Wade, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 14.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 big fouls on him already, and it's only the first quarter. Dangerous move if they leave him in.
Bossie's checked in for Clutch. Grant the pass to Portis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Boss.
Already seizing control of this game.
2 teams in very different modes right now. One playing with energy and passion at both ends, and the other wishing for a reset button on this game.
Back to Grant. That's tipped. They need this. It's blocked. Here's Boss. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Clippers.
And really took advantage of the opposition's careless play, especially on defense. He racked up all the steals.
Lopez dishes to Grant. Back to Lopez. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. And it goes down 2 points. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
And you see the unselfishness of Robin Lopez right there. You think, quote, dirty work, but that time, playmaking.
Bulls trail by 20. Wade outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Clutch, he's checked in for Cleveland. Chicago calls timeout. And how teams are able to work together is the greatest key to success. Doris, you appreciate that. In your eyes, as a player, as a former coach, what makes a good teammate?
I think probably the most important thing is you see a guy who is as excited for their teammates' success as they are for their own, right? It's not just a fist pump or a dap up when
How's
they
that
score. It's
how's that
the guy next to him scores.
And that's what you enjoyed playing point guard.
Oh, I loved it. Listen, for a point
How's that a
guard,
foul?
it's as good to get an assist as it is to get a bucket.
Interesting.
And when you talk about what a two-way player is in the NBA, Jimmy Butler epitomizes that. I mean, he can carry a team on offense in so many ways. You know, he came up more so as a defender and has continued to wear that role with pride. And I think that's one reason why, if you're a Bulls fan moving forward, you have to feel good knowing that he's one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
Here's Wade. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Lakers. Stolen away, and the Cavaliers pushing it up now.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at
He
both
just too
ends.
good.
Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And usually you hear the two-way player and someone is talking about a big man. But Jimmy Butler can make
Lopez
that impact
is
as a
too
guard.
And that is what makes him special.
Got his ankles,
Shooting
what?
guards can match his prowess and wingspan, coupled with his
This is
defensive instincts. And his leadership comes from the fact he plays on both ends of the floor.
Let me get those ankles. I'm too good.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Let me get that, boy.
And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. Rondo with
Nah,
the steal.
boy.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rondo's running.
Nah, that's not
And
going in.
the dry spell continuing for him.
And already they've staked out a
Look, the cycle me wide open. Another bucket.
And controlling the backboard. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
Chicago making some changes. Laverne comes in for Robin Lopez. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony
Oh,
out of
my
UNLV. No
goodness.
doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
It is the truth, though. His vertical is a huge part of what makes him tough to defend at the basket.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. And you look at Clutch, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Boss, right on his tail.
When you've got those two guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
Shoot that 3, Rondo. I bet you go miss. Shoot it.
Outside
Shoot it.
Rondo.
All right.
And stolen by James. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, he has the innate ability to change shots. What a competitor.
What?
Knocked away.
Get that.
And Laverne kicks to Rondo.
What?
The shot by
Nah,
Butler.
but that's not going. Let's
That
go.
one's off. Still out of sync.
Hasn't gotten ready to go this quarter, but he's still trying to find that consistency.
Yep, that one goes in there. Clutch has got 26.
Freaking trash.
Nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Can't stop me, boy.
Rondo with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot on the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Here's Clutch.
That's wet.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
You can't dribble like
In
me.
transition, here come the Cavaliers. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major
explosive. Hey, get that.
The other end.
Boss gets the bucket. Chicago's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Rondo passes to Laverne.
Let me get that.
Now here's Rondo.
It's just too easy.
Not a lot of room. Mirotic dishes to
He
Laverne.
lucky he can get that back. They lucky.
Laverne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Clutch.
Ooh, look at that. That's wet.
They get it back.
Hey, what?
Takes a 3.
That's wet. Now that's wet right there.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Clutch has got 33.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle.
Don't play with me with these free throws, because I'll bust
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cleveland. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Channing Frye.
Look at that.
And it's Laverne missing.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And really, you got to commend the Bulls for
This
the
dude is
success
cooking.
they've had in the
He
draft.
is
You
cooking.
look at
Jordan
that
Pitts
roster,
is
you see a
cooking.
ton of big minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
Green
And those
joggers.
are the kind of nice inside looks they've got
Look
here.
at the niggas gonna be wide open dunk.
Finished off by LeBron.
I'm just too freaking good. Y'all can't stop me.
When LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Los Angeles.
You know, they
So
played
Fowley,
well enough
so
to win,
off.
but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, it's no doubt. It's so much easier to run your offense if the defense is not trying to take away
Defensive
any of your
offense.
options.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And let's check out the stats for Rondo. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 4th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
Here's Boss. 9 points in the game so far. And he
Look at those
authority.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The Bulls shooting 39% in the early minutes
Give
of
me
this
that.
game. Stolen.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness. Back.
That was incredible.
Clearly,
Sup,
they've been
Ali?
the hotter team here in the
Yeah.
first half.
Let me
I'm
get
just seeing
that.
great ball movement out there. Good shot selection. All the things coaches want from their guys.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
It is
These guys are
66.
so locked
It
in.
is
It's
66 or
amazing.
70.
Just an incredible
Look
run.
at that.
And the best
What?
Morrow.
What? How did they go in, bro?
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Hey,
Here's
let me
Boss.
get that. That's wet.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
Hitting a high percentage of his shots. He's been a real catalyst for their success.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has
That's
been
wet
good,
right
a lot
there,
of
bro.
these
I hit
turnovers
that. That was a
have been
clean 3.
and not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Good on the second free throw. LeBron kicks to Thomas. Smith the pass to Thomas. Back to Smith. Jacks up a three.
Pow.
Got it off in time, but it's no good.
I'll be back.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Cleveland ahead, running away with it. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron,
putting all the pressure on me to be better and come through
I'm
with my
back, y'all.
teammates.
No.
that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
Yo, what's up, bro? Hey, how you doing, bro?
The king.
Hey, can I get that ball? Thank you. Thank you. I'm gone.
Who he is.
I'm freaking gone. Let's go.
To do.
What the heck was that? How did you miss it?
Shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome
Nah.
back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Their biggest advantage could be their fearlessness. Maybe a bad shot once in a while, but
Boy,
these guys
that's-
have range and they know it.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've
What?
got clutch. Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Boss in at the 3 spot.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin Love had a tough first year in Cleveland, and some thought to maximize his impact, he might try free agency and play elsewhere. Love said that staying was a no-brainer. Max contract and a winning situation. He said it's a great opportunity, going for a championship every year. Kevin?
Thank you, DA, and the Cavs.
How'd I miss?
Feature him more offensively.
Guys, this guy is 6'5", and make no mistake, Jaren Grant is a true point guard, arguably the best passer in the 2015 draft class.
Here's Wade. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And Grant aggressive off the dribble, Doris. He pushes the tempo.
Well, this guy loves to get into the lane, use his size
No.
to finish. He also uses that size to see over the top of the defense. Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Mirotic, the screen. The shot from 20 feet away.
He's been so inconsistent from the field, and that makes it hard for these guys to catch up.
Lopez with the bucket.
You know, one of the most impactful offensive rebounders in the game, Robin Lopez, doing work.
Here's Boss. And just miss after miss right now. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Double team by Wade. Here's Mirotic. Got a piece of it. Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. It's stolen by Wade.
Bruh.
Jacks up a 3. Hands it from
What?
downtown.
Come on, we gotta hit a shot.
Can be a forgotten man in their offense.
Ah, my feet, crap.
Offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on it.
Passes it to Clutch. Shot from 12. and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Clutch has got 40 points.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shoots it up. The Cavaliers pull it in, and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Wade outside, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Here's Clutch. He's covered by Grant. Clutch, the pass to Love. Inside. Over to the wing. Here's Boss. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Wade kicks to Lopez. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Although, as we know, so many teams rely on threes and layups. Is the mid-range game still relevant in the league?
It certainly is to a guy like Sean Livingston.
It is indeed.
I mean, that guy specializes in it.
Good example.
Yeah, listen, I like the mid-range. I don't think you can eliminate any of the 3 levels of the game. At the rim, in the mid-range, or at the three-point territory. To me, it's all important.
I wonder if defenders sometimes, though, feel like that's that gray area where they don't know, should I go out? Should I play him only deep? I think sometimes that creates a lot of question. That mid-range game can be equally as effective.
Well, you have so many organizations who philosophically will say we only want point-blank layups or threes, and so if you've come or been exposed to that mindset, it sort of messes with you. I just, in the analytics era, I would say I want balance.
Yes. Clock at 4. From deep. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 21 in the game.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Knocks it loose. Wade drives in, unloads from 9, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Wade's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's been lights out here in the second, and that's after a pretty good showing in the first. I think everyone knows Cleveland is the team to beat in the East. They steamrolled through the Eastern Conference a year ago, and I think as long as their roster stays... Oh! How does he even make that shot?
What range on that shot! Oh, that's amazing. He dishes it to Grant. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. That's 10 points for Jaren Grant. From deep 3-point range, unable to get that one. Excellent D from Wade. Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first.
Boy, very surprising he clanked that one. Everybody in the building thought that was down.
Z, the pass to Fry.
Just an outstanding looking shot from Fry. He only takes high quality looks when he's open.
Now here's Grant. He's got 10. He feeds it to Lopez. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lopez has got his second bucket. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far at 4 for the game.
Wade kicks to Portis. Lopez a screen, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Z. First in free throw shooting, 3rd in shooting percentage, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
So for the Bulls, Laverne, he's checked in for Lopez. Butler comes in for Mirotic. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jaren Grant. And Cleveland also making a change. Thomas is checked in. Smith checked in for Boss. Here's Wade. 13 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Butler. Thomas with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
Anthony Morrow.
Outside Butler. 4 on the clock. No good on the 3. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Got that one up quick. Z's got 13.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
They get a hand on it. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
What the? I tried to do the alley to myself.
Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Boy, the defense can't be so relaxed when he has a look like that.
There's the pass to Portis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Z.
Stop it!
Nasty. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Rondo is doubled. Feeds it to LeBron. Back to Rondo. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Smith.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Rondo dishes to Morrow. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Cleveland's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter.
That's what way.
4 of 9. It's good from long range.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Butler. Back to Rondo. Launches it. Isaiah Thomas pulls it in. The Cavaliers shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Now Butler. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Another steal to the paint.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
My toe.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And, you know, certainly the culture of the NBA and basketball has seen some shifts over the last couple decades. Doris, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But I think from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
Well, after the Bulls said goodbye to Derrick Rose, you knew they were going to be in the market for a point guard. And Rajon Rondo stepped right in, and although not a direct replacement for what Rose brings, still a very strong signing. They could have done a lot worse when it comes to filling in that lead guard role.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Cleveland. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course there's the Bulls sitting there 4 spots below.
Well, I think for Cleveland, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And their job now is a simple one. Keep doing exactly what they've been doing and get themselves in the best position possible for the postseason.
And for Rajon Rondo, he showed GA that he was still an elite playmaker in his 1-year stop in Sacramento. He felt that Chicago, now with Dwayne Wade, was the perfect fit for him.
And Rondo wasted no time when he got to Chicago. It was apparently a big part of the recruiting effort that landed the team Wade. I mean, a lot of changes for the Bulls. But overall, you have to say with Rondo and Wade as their new back. They're in a great spot. You know, you figured that Dwayne Wade might be a player to finish his career playing for just one team, the Miami Heat, but in the end, things just ended bitterly. Wade had taken less money in the past so the Heat could win titles. I mean, he was done playing for a discount, and the Bulls, boy, did they step up.
1:35 left in the first half of the game. Another steal. Here's Clutch. He has 40. A three-pointer off the mark. And with the trade of Derrick Rose and the departure of Pau Gasol, it seemed like the Bulls might look to rebuild and go young. Then they reverse course and get Chicago native Dwayne Wade.
And don't forget the deal for Rajon Rondo. They're taking kind of a blended approach. Not a lot of three-point shooting in that backcourt. So it'll be interesting to see how all these pieces put together.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped them from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Rondo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Clutch. Good on the three-point shot. Clutch has got 43 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him. Another steal. Here's that is just nasty.
Off the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
The fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Yeah, that's right. Because it comes off the turnover, there's no way for the defense to get back in time.
And it's Laverne missing.
Has to be smarter, guys. I mean, we all know he can make that shot, but the defense was in his grill.
Here's Clutch. On deep. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic. And the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
That concludes our half.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say? Clutch, an impressive effort here today.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
I don't think you can let this guy run free through the paint. I mean, you got to put a body on him or he'll go wild.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Robin Lopez out there with Portis. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Grant. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Wade left side. Another shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Clutch the pass to Thompson. Here's Clutch. But they get it back. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Z. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Clutch. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the three ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Three-pointer.
That's what we
home the trifecta. Clutch has got 52 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And again, no good by Chicago.
I mean, simply put, they're out of sync. 0 for 3 coming out of the break.
A three ball.
That's going
and
in.
Another three for Cleveland.
That's
and they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Yeah, their focus, their toughness, energy, it's all been on the high end of the register, and they're being rewarded for it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with...
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
You know, makes it more impressive that it's on the road in front of a hostile crowd. This is terrific, terrific game.
Wade kicks to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Outside Butler. Money from the wing. Butler's got 7 points.
Well, after missing their first 3 shots, they finally get one to go in this half.
And it's D. Wade with the rebound.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Oh, I'm right there with you. It's within his range, but still a low percentage shot. You know, coming out of the break, you want a fast start. They go 1 for 5.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Z with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Z's got 29.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Portis kicks to Lopez. And it's Grant in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland with the ball. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. They get the rebound. Thompson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You can see Thompson does a good job. Carving out space for himself to secure that board.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cleveland. Thomas comes in for Clutch. Poke loose.
Let me get that. Ooh.
Now we'll check across the NBA. The best
how come I did?
The strike. Well, you look at Z, the best.
If I could have made that, I would have been wrong for that.
And of course, Boss doing just as much.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste
the
foul line. They just don't give away points.
It's too good.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Grant against Thomas. And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
That's an excellent finish on the break, getting all the way to the cup for an easy one.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Grant kicks to Lopez. Here's Mirotic. And the Bulls with another miss.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Well,
that's what we're.
Very hard to get the momentum back once it shifted. Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Grant with the ball. Now Thomas defending, and there's the whistle. That goes on Z. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, the Cavaliers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. No good from Grant.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it. He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Wade outside. He kicks it to Lopez. Trying to get back on track.
That's not going in. Nope. Ah.
And again, Chicago. No good. Cavaliers shooting a scorching 68% in the game.
What?
And a lot of players who play like Wade will have brief careers due to the stress it puts on their body. You know, Greg, Wade has had his share of injuries in his time in the NBA, but he is still putting up big numbers despite all the bumps and bruises.
That's a great point. Undersized guards take a beating when they are attacking the basket. Wade has missed a lot of games, but he's been healthy when it matters most. He's also done a good job to adjust his game to be a danger when he's not barreling through the lane.
Boss is checked in for Z. Back to Grant. Got a piece of it.
Boy.
In transition.
What was you thinking?
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And Butler gets it to go.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Here's Boss up again, and there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. So it's Chicago now. Outside Butler, and they double up Butler. Mirotic dishes to Butler. Clock at 6. From downtown, and there's Mirotic on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 4 assists now tonight.
What an advantage from behind the arc.
Wet. Ow.
Test his shot.
That was wet.
Accuracy for a big man.
And Thompson gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rondo kicks to Wade. Outside Rondo. Outside Butler. Lets the 3 fly, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, somehow he wound up all by himself behind the arc. Clearly a missed assignment on the defensive end. Coach will not be happy.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough low.
No, I mean, exactly. That's not an easy area for him to operate in with that kind of defensive setup. A nice job to get it up and over the bigger guy.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Mirotic passes to Rondo, and there's the call on Boss. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Laverne, he's checked in for the Bulls. Morrow comes in for Butler. Here's Mirotic, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Cleveland controlling the game. Boss, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
From deep, Morrow. The shot comes out, and Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Boss.
Why not?
Cleveland again with the bucket.
He is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rondo with the ball. Now Thomas defending. The shot by Wade, wide
Let me
open.
get that rebound, boy.
And
Oh,
James
what?
pulls it down.
How did I miss that rebound?
James has got his 5th rebound right now.
Let me get that. That's wet.
Boss, no good. And Chicago shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And for the Cavaliers, their shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. That one goes. Count it.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Their D is getting chewed up. It's time for someone to step forward, put their foot down, and put a stop to these easy baskets.
Nah, that's not. What?
Mirotic has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Korver kicks to Thomas. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Boss, covered by Mirotic. Boss, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Kyle Korver. For Cleveland, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Tipped away. Rondo with the ball. 7 points in the game. Here's Boss, covered by Mirotic. Boss passes to Love. Here's Boss. He's looking for Love and finds him. Out left to the wing. Drills the baseline jumper. Love's got his first points of the night.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, of course, taking over midway through last season in unusual circumstances. You know, says he was blindsided by the change and described it as, quote, a whirlwind. That's a tricky position. You don't want to throw too much new stuff at the players all at once.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Boss gets the bucket.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, and to score a guy, it's another to flat out torch him.
1:43 left in the third.
Got those ankles.
Rondo is doubled. Kicks it to Mirotic. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist from Mirotic. 19 points for Dwayne
I
Wade.
looked at my ankles good.
And the Cavs chemistry kept strengthening
Again.
the season. Players really developing that trust.
Well, to me, Kevin, that's a credit to Coach Lue, because they came into the playoffs on an absolute tear. Lue became the first NBA coach to win his first 10 straight playoff games. You know, solid low post possession on that one. I mean, that's where you want the points coming from. Nice high percentage.
I bet I'll get those ankles away, though.
Checked in.
Let me get those ankles, boy. You not ready for these ankles?
Here's Boss.
That's wet.
Scoring machine here. Sinks the three-pointer. And 1:01 left to play in the third.
Let me get that, boy. Hey, I'm just too good.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV.
Goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
It is the truth, though. His vertical is a huge part of what makes him tough to defend at the basket.
And Chicago shooting around 48% so far in the third. Lets it go from 14. Rebound Love.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
What a brutal stretch for him. Just trying to work his way out of it, which is harder than it sounds.
The dish tomorrow. Wade outside.
Stop.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Cavaliers making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Clutch.
Wait.
No good on the buzzer.
How about a wet? Oh.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one.
like Kevin McCann.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here.
And then on time, and then on time. It ain't on time, and ain't on time, and ain't on time, for real.
Now here's Irving on the court for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert's out there with Irving. Then it's Jefferson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Smith in at the three. The small
it ain't on time, it ain't on time, it ain't on time.
So it's Chicago now. Payne dishes to Laverne. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Payne's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls.
Boy, a mistake to leave him there all alone on the perimeter. He had no problem.
That's wet.
No hesitation, just drills it all night. He just won't let up.
Here's Valentine. Passes it to Zipser. Now here's Valentine. Guarded by Shumpert. Dishes it to Morrow. And it's off from three-point range.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing.
And he's good on the three ball. 66 points for Clutch.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Valentine kicks to Morrow. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Clutch the pass to Shumpert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Sometimes even the simplest things are ruined, but they've got to be frustrated with that turnover.
Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Knocked away. Now Cleveland moving it up. Clutch. Morrow with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Doris, we asked fans to write in questions for you. We've had thousands, literally thousands of letters, emails coming in. The fans want you to answer questions. So here's one I just picked out of the fishbowl here. This is from Joe in Portland. What are your hobbies outside of basketball?
Yeah, I think this might surprise people, but I love to cook, Kevin. Not that I'm going to spend 3 hours in the kitchen, but having been the mother of 2 children, I love to cook. My daughter loves to cook with me. The other thing is I live at the ocean, so you can find me on the water.
I want to be one of your kids. My gosh.
It's not a bad life.
Now, I picture you as like with a towel draped over your shoulder and coaching, thinking it through, but enjoying the cooking process.
Oh, there's no question. I'll tell you what, if I make a good dish, just like John Thompson, the towel's over the shoulder, but if I have thrown it down, that towel goes in the air.
You can cook.
No question.
Bro, huh? All right.
Payne dishes to Valentine. Back to Payne. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love. Doris, offense up around the NBA in the last couple years. Do you feel that this is a good thing for the league?
I love it. I think the fans love it. You and I love it. The pace is faster. The shooting is better. The excitement level is through the roof. This NBA, what do they say? It's fantastic.
It is, but defense wins championships. Are you still sticking with that as a mantra?
No question. Yeah. Championships have been defined on the defensive end.
The Bulls making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Valentine kicks to Payne and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Clutch.
Wide open.
Hands it from downtown. Clutch has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Add another triple to their second half total.
I mean, since the break, they've been unconscious from distance.
Lopez, a screen on Jefferson. Laverne passes to Payne. Lopez kicks to Laverne. Shot clock at 5. And it's Lopez penetrating. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
In just about every phase, they have dominated. Lockdown defense, explosive offense. This has been special.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
You know, as playing fast, but they're also making exceptional decisions in transition.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
What? What's that?
Stolen by Payne.
I tried to do the alley to myself, but it's alright.
Payne dishes to Lopez. Back to Payne. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago takes possession. Carter Williams checked in for Payne. Then for the Cavaliers, Korver comes in for Shumpert. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Clutch. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And again, no good by Chicago. Down low, and Jefferson throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Clutch, he's checked in for Cleveland. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
It's stolen by Carter Williams. Now here's Valentine.
No.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
And you think of the great outside shooting of the Cavs. Doris, how much of that is the brilliance of LeBron James creating those shots for his teammates?
Look, you hit the nail on the head, Kevin. LeBron is not only one of the most devastating slashers and finishers, but his passing might be his greatest strength. Pinpoint bullet passes that zip into shooters' hands before the defense can react. And you look at his shooting percentage on his passes, sky high.
Now Cleveland moving it up. A pull-up. That's good on the jump shot.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Lopez a screen. Carter Williams the pass to Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Another steal. Here's Clutch. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. The Bulls have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Now here's Carter Williams. D right on him. Deflects the pass. 5 to shoot. Here's Clutch. You know, he jams it right over Laverne. Ho ho!
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
And it doesn't matter how difficult the shot. The ball is finding the bottom of the net.
And it's Lopez at the elbow. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Yeah, that's nice work in there on the inside. Lopez not having any issues converting that time.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Man, this 4th quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
I mean, the work on the perimeter has been about execution and dead-eye shooting.
To the middle, here's Carter Williams. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, did an excellent job to hit the moving target with the lead pass. That was simply perfectly placed.
Here's Clutch. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. They set the pick. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play, triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
6 on the shot clock. The floater. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Clutch. From the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
Carter Williams kicks to Lopez. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That guy's not sure how many big men could have found that open man that quick. Great play from Kevin Love there.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. There's the feed to Carter Williams. Doris, you were a point guard. You put so much strain on your body with the quick cuts on both ends of the floor. It takes its toll. Is there a reason why so many point guards have had to fight injuries their entire career?
You know, I've heard these questions before about anatomically. Is the way a player like Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook, the way they play with the
torque. How about the torque?
The torque that's built up and the change of directions or the ferocity of attack, the lift Russell Westbrook gets. I don't know the answer. I think that there would have to be science to support that argument.
Now, you've got 2 bad knees, though, too, so
That's
you can
true.
probably speak to it pretty well.
I don't think there's an athlete in the world who doesn't have aches and pains once their career is over.
And here is Valentine. Korver passes to Clutch, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
That's the point, guys. When your lead playmaker can get to the rim like that and convert, monster advantage.
Cleveland controlling the game. From deep.
That went win.
And another 3 for
That's
Cleveland.
win.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th. Right around 46-47%. Lopez kicks to Laverne. Lopez, a screen on Jefferson. In the corner, Valentine with it. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And how about that for a response?
Didn't take them any time to get those 3 points back. That's the shot they wanted.
Here's Clutch. That one drops.
Going up strong in the paint.
Sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. And that's why they're so far off the pace.
Lopez dishes to Carter Williams. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Some changes for Chicago. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Valentine. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Rondo, wide open, buries the long-range jumper.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought.
How?
Dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And what a huge standout performance it was for Clutch.
Well, you have to admire the defensive job he did. Showed how you can really change a game with your defense, and that helped propel their offense to me. Gave them a lot of key extra possessions to work with.
Well, Chicago's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Right side, Rondo. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
I thought he had it for a second. Barely bounced off his fingertips.
1:02 left in the 4th. And the basket by Morrow.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Well, they know they've lost this one, but this is still valuable time to try and work out some of their issues.
Great open look there. Laws has got 60.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
And that's the thing. When you fought all game, expended all your energy, you want to do everything you can to come away with the W.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The shot by Rondo is no good.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that.
Wait.
But they recover it.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Here's Boss.
That's wait. That has to be.
No good with the triple.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Rondo. Again, Rondo missing. Here's Boss.
Can I get a buzzer beater?
From deep. Off on that one.
Oh.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. What did you like best about the way your team played tonight?
Came out with a lot of intensity. Offensively, we moved the ball, and everyone was involved. And defensively, try to get as many stops as possible, and we was able to do that.
Thanks for your time, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Clutch. Is he human? I ask that in all seriousness because putting up those kind of points, not in the 50s or 60s, but 70s, no words can truly describe that level of pervasiveness.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
Wait.
Defensively, this guy was out of his mind. I know he got that ability to get hot from time to time, but I wasn't sure he can get that.
That's wait.
Boy, he was a different kind of player tonight. Congrats on the sweet performance, buddy.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.
If y'all like this video, like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be making some more tomorrow. Peace, y'all.